Not gonna lie, there's a part that wants to get everyone to 130 in all stats. How much would it cost to get someone at all stats? Oh my fucking god. Why is justice the most bullshit thing to get points in? I can get maybe 3 ultimate units. Actually, no, a little bit more than that, but still. That's so much. Granted, probably it exists like that just because it wants to stop players from, like, toward the end of the game just being like, ultimate, 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 just like throwing them out every single time someone dies. But still, Jesus Christ. Alright. Wait, that goes up to 20%? And this is 10%. Only for the captain? What the fuck? Why is Hunter the captain of this? I thought Angel would be the one to be the captain. That's the reason he has the entire fucking setup. Swap them. But like Hunter has always been our Justitia man. And Angel with Paradise Lost was done for the on-nose theming. +3, +3, +3, +1. The longest survivors. Ah. Or Hunter as the graduate to Apocalypse. Apocalypse has gone to Daphne right now, which has ego 20% boost. Yeah, Daphne is the captain of this one. So that's defense, I believe, right? And if I remember correctly, Apocalypse Bird's armor is... I don't think it's 0.3 naturally, but it's like 0.5 reduced even more if Apocalypse is in the field, right? Or was that Paradise Lost? No, it is. If you have, what's it called, White Knight in the department in your facility, then you get these ones. If not, I think it's the same as Justitia, right? It is really Twilight is 0.3 naturally. God damn. Then I might do that. I might. Hunter was one of the first units we ever had in our original run, made as a fighter. With 0.3 pale. Ah. In that case, Hunter might get Twilight. He is upgraded. Daphne, you can get Justitia. took so long to get these gifts on everyone. Even has Justice Bird Eye Bandage. Yeah, he does. Yep, he got lucky with that one. Kind of early on, if I remember correctly, too. Like, in our grinding that I was doing off-stream in the Discord server, like, he got that one pretty early. And Daphne having better defense, I don't know what that makes Justitia at. Because Justitia being 0.5, does that make that a 0.4? Or does it actually even matter? Offensive defense, plus 10. And alright, Ruby is the captain of that team at plus 20. And this one, they're starting out fresh again. That's rough. Nope. Hold on. Pinged on the phone. Nothing. Oh god. Bunch of alerts coming in. No, nothing important. Alright, keep going. Everett, were you the leader of this one? Fortitude, Prudence 7? No, Eden is at 10. Alright, let's get the day started. I'm probably going to try and get some people to at least Justice 130. Though it sounds like it's going to be a hell of a just ordeal to try to like get everything done. Violet Midnight. No. Actually, a question for those that know. People have told me, and I've generally figured out, that Memory Repo days are days that end in 6 or 1. So, like, you know, day 6, day, what's it called? 11, day 16, day 31, all that stuff. Is the same for 46. If I go to day, like, say, 47 or 48, and I, like, fuck up royally, do I get a chance to go back to 46, or is that considered, like, game over, start over from the beginning? 46 is the repo day? Okay. Then today is going to be a grinding day. Get everyone as high as possible in stats, because that is going to be the baseline that I have to take on everything with. Fill every spot if possible now? I should, you're right. And use the lob points, maybe? But we gotta save them, Angelo, for a rainy day. What if we need them in the future? You're not wrong, but since time efficiency is not bad now, the future is now. We're gonna get the worst possible ability to get today fatigue again. You bastard. How many full EXs could we make now? Angelo, it is... 79 to get someone straight off the straight out of the rack to be what's it called, maxed out, EX and everything. If say we wanted to not pay for justice, then we can go down as low as what's it called, 40. And then we'd have to just grind justice for them. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spaces left that are not filled. So theoretically, we could make a bunch of people that are maxed out aside Justice and just hard focus those characters grinding up. But then also make sure everyone else is up to the right levels. Actually, don't even have the gear. What am I talking about? I do. I unfortunately never found another army in black, so I couldn't get another pink set for someone to wear. But aside that, we have boatloads of WoW gear just waiting to be used. What reason people raise to level 5 instead of EX? Let me actually see. Assuming even Justice 5, that's 43. It'd be still 8 to 9 as well. If I did 5s across the board, but I didn't do Justice 3, that's 22. And that might be the way to go. Or at least to make sure that every single slot is filled today and gets the chance to grind today. It does mean it's going to be a long day. What do you think? Make a bunch of 5s aside Justice, and then just spend days, or this one day going for like an hour and a half grinding nothing but Justice. There are no meltdowns to worry about. There's not a goddamn thing that could happen. The problem is these people would not have the gift grinds. Like, that's just rough. Under X will be kind of useless after 46. Really? Grind stats today, Apocalypse Bird tomorrow? I don't know if I want to fight Apocalypse Bird again. We're gonna have a lot of people without the wings, sure, but that scares me. And no, we don't get another Twilight weapon. I have already fought Apocalypse Bird twice. If I want Temperance EX, that is 13, or that's 28 total. Okay, hold on. Let me actually also double check. How many Justice trainers do we have that is HE or above? 30% is not ideal. You really dislike it. Child of the Galaxy works. We have Reddit, you are correct. We have... not you. We have Death Fry Shoots, 60% there as well. And he also gives us one of the slightly better gifts in terms of having movement and attack speed up for everyone that's going to be trying to go around the facility doing their things. Justice Bird hates suppression, so we're not going to be getting this to move around. The Firebird could count, and would even have a small chance of trying to gift us some of these heads, or hats. You're not one. Fuck no, not censored. Piano della Luna is not one technically, but do we have to know the Dragonflies? We do. They're down here. And they do give a Omni 1 boost as well. Technically, King of Reed could grind 1, but I would not want to risk it that often. And what's it called? Dream of a Black Swan is another fantastic one, 55%. Redolta doesn't work. Punching Bird, or Big Bird doesn't work. Technically, the Scarecrow does work, but it's going to be forever breaking out because we have high Temperance, or Prudence. So we have, from what I count, 1, 2... if we technically want it, 3 infinite breakouts. 4, technically. Wait, were you? No, you weren't. Oh, accidentally clicked off the game. 5, 6. We technically have 6 Justice Trainers. Some of them are WAs, though, so they would not be able to be done consistently or that frequently. They have to be done per meltdown, which is not an issue for us, technically. 70 content. Oh, wait, you're right, Child of the Galaxy. It's just that whoever works on Child of the Galaxy, that is their final stop. They cannot go away from it. That is their home. To which, admittedly, the gift is not bad. I still don't know what the heal amount is, but any heal is a heal. It can still be an Omni Trainer for one guy. It can. It can. But I've been saved by that gift, not gonna lie. Yeah. I'm also kind of curious if that gift, if that gift's healing actually bypasses Paradise Lost restriction, I believe. Where was it? Was it the weapon that did it? Yeah, cannot recover HP or SP from Department Regeneration. Decrease the target's movement speed and recover the wielder's HP and SP on normal attacks. If they cannot get HP back from regen, they can only get it back from the bullets and other sources. So I'm pretty sure the regen of the gift also works for it. And also no special attacks, unfortunately. Alright, let's get ready for the training day. That's where you guys get a bunch of that names. I've been seeing like Bong Bong as a name for a fucking while now, and I guess it's just one of the names that someone did in a playthrough of theirs. Going EX for 40. The train, of course, BB Guy. That's the biggest one. To a blue-haired employee. Really? There was one of the survivors in a community playthrough that went from day 1 to 50. Bong Bong became a legend. Huh. Because I think I saw one person show up in chat that was like Bong Bong from Records or something as like their name. To which I guess it makes sense right here. I guess ours is not going to be, what's it called, blue long haired. They're just going to be this. Gonna make a Bong Bong? I guess they showed up in the randomized name, so why not? They're just not going to be the one that everyone knows, I guess. I'm going to go EX on everything with only Justice 3, so there's only one stat to train to try and cut down on time. Welcome, Bong Bong. Oh wait, they need to be in an apartment. I wish there were more gears that were like this Gold Rush, or just like Gold Rush, that have resistant to everything, and just only vulnerable to Pale, because that's just never gonna change. And also, I guess let's check right now. Cobalt Scar was 3 range, and I think it's very short is what gets you killed for weapons against the laser. Let's see, actually, nah, you don't have the gift, but this sword actually is like an alright weapon. 8 to 13 is not bad. I don't know, it's just like the small numbers. If you think that's element, it's not that great. It doesn't scale up as much as some of these other ones. It's just the attack speed is goddamn. How was Hawkman suppression? We did it on the first technically try. Because the first time I went in, we paused initially and someone died. The second time we went in, we finished it in the first try. It was just a very long day, like 50 something minutes. Nobody died as well. We were astonishingly lucky. Alright, next person to join the team. Alyssa. Alright. I don't think I have another Alyssa. But we had one in our original run. There's an Ashley. Nope, no other Alyssa. I actually don't know if names can be gotten multiple times in one run, so let's see. Alyssa, welcome to the department. And then, do I have any other Omni Endures or no? Technically the magical girl, but that's it. So you could become a full magical girl, why not? Alright, Hannah. Welcome to the team. And here, unfortunately, I think we are out of, like, all resistant gear. And nobody's gonna be equipped with WA stuff anymore because of the Like, if you have HE gear and you fight an Aleph, you are taking bonus damage, I believe, correct? Or even work with an Aleph, you're taking bonus damage. So some of these, unfortunately, are just not relevant anymore. HE has Omni Resist. True, like the Magic Bullet does, just I dislike the bonus damage they're going to take for working with other abnormalities or doing things like that. If not, like Magic Bullet would be used. We would use technically even Gaze as well. As it's normal, it still can work out. Like Tisha would be an incredible one with 3 indoors and a 1.5 weak to Pale. Like, there's a lot of armor that's just not going to be used anymore because of that damage variance. So we got to pick which damage type we're going to be okay being weak to. And for the moment, I'm almost guessing red will be my desired weakness. Though all of them, I'm pretty sure, will be in some level, like something that we have to worry about. I'll say white for now for you. And then, how about... Hypocrisy being 10 to 20 is actually alright. And ranged is always going to be desirable, I think. Finn. Welcome to the team. And you could probably be weak to red and be okay with that. I don't think I have any more that are like weak to red and have good defenses all around, right? There's black, there's a white one. Black, black. I mean, technically Discord. Sure, why not? I'll give you Faint Aroma. And that's all of training done, but we still have technically 1 right here. 2, 4, 6 spots left. This is gonna be a long day of nothing but grinding. No. There is only one Tatiana in the facility. Maki? Do we have a Maki here? No. I thought we did at some point. No, we don't. All right, welcome to the team. You will go in Discipline, I guess. Why not? Well, the same name. Yep, it does. I kind of dislike that, but all right. Yeah, where I am, Rita. And let's get you Hornet. All right, because that's still a very fast attack speed. Then Xavier. We gotta have an end this playthrough just cause? No! I will die at the first thing of anything going wrong. Plus, that's an extra cost. Alright. Extraction. I'll give you the green stem. Why not? It's 1.5, so that's alright. And you'll be weak to white. Eva, I think we already have one? No, Vera. We have an Evangeline, but not Eva. Though I hate that hairstyle. Brooke. I don't think we got one. Welcome to the team. Let's give you hypocrisy. Maybe even the weapon as well. I think we have an extra one. Yep, we do. Then destiny. I think we had one in our first playthrough, or in the first run before we repoed to day one. And I guess it's them coming back. Welcome back, Destiny. I'll give you Spore, and probably the weapon with it as well. Okay, that spear is not bad. Wait a second. I paid to get you the EX. Why is 118 and 119? Or is that the cutoff for EX, actually? I thought it was 130 to be the cutoff for EX. What the fuck? Thought we were getting maxed units, but no, we're just getting like stat variant ones. I don't think we got a Samuel. Alright, so this day of grinding is gonna be awful, but we're just gonna do our best. Green stem, and why not the green stem weapon as well. Alright, with that, every single one, aside one, is full. Let's start the Hell March. The Midnight of Amber. Alright. So let's see. We're going for the long run, so something that's just not going to be a matter at all. Bong Bong start there. Alyssa start there. It feels like what I've been used to for a while. There's really nothing different for me on it. I'm gonna save right there. Technically, like as long as they could survive working with Letitia, she counts as an Omni trainer. It's just suppression would be the worst return on investment. Let's get everyone in this room right here. This one is done, so I won't go back again. You're getting 7 per right now. This one's about to break out. Alright, Funeral of the Dead Butterflies is out. We don't really care about that. Oh wait, training. Let Alyssa get back there. in your cage. This one takes so long to complete. 68% is still good. Alright, wrong one, keep getting more. How's the day going? It's another day, honestly. It's just another day where I look at the news and I go, is that bullshit or was that actually legit? It's been becoming increasingly difficult to differentiate. Stop paying attention 20 minutes ago. Is anything new? How's it going, Deeradicate? Welcome back. Not really? We're just gonna be grinding a lot on these on this last day before Memory Repo because we unlocked some EX stuff. It's just gonna be a very slow march. Nothing can melt down, so we're fine. And also, yeah, congrats on the job, Demon. Why is he always breaching? Because of stat requirements. We're focusing on the newbies right now, Deeradicate, but after that, anyone that can get up to at least 120 justice is preferable. He wants everyone to have fortitude, what's it called? If they have fortitude level 4 or higher, he gets an issue, and he melts, and he loses a counter. Yeah, we called him, I think, Mothman, or something similar to it. The important thing is that he can train repression, and that's the one stat we didn't pump up with points because it is so goddamn expensive. So as you can see, everyone else has like at least 110 in most things. So we're putting people through repression training to get them to at least that level as well. It's gonna take so fucking long. Punishing Bird is taking a lap. I should probably put you all right here, so if Punishing Bird ever gets out, they just get to that room and that's it. Let's get back there. Okay, Samuel. You're at 70 now. Yep, that butterfly's out again. Just let him get mogged a bit. And wait. Why did you break out? Did anyone work with Wolfie? No. Nobody's worked with Wolfie at all today. Oh, it's every time something escapes. But it did not respond to Punishing Bird. That's right. So every single time Butterfly escapes, it gets out as well. Alright, Brooks at 30 now. Samuel at 35. That was good instant termination this far. It was an instant termination, but it was very quick. What I'm more laughing about is not even interns get a chance to... Oh, wait, shit, interns. Vacation bullets. I forgot about that. We gotta be getting rid of them as the day goes on. Tony so Big Bird doesn't throw a fit. Okay, 59 is actually a bit low on that. I don't want to risk that on a wall. Even if it can't break out on its own, even. Alright, murder robots are in. One of them spawned in the worst hallway imaginable. That looks very different from far away because of the effect. Upstairs, were there any other... I mean, there are plenty of interns here that I get the chance to actually take out. Which one you found to be most intense to deal with? Yeah, aside from a White Knight and Apocalypse Bird? Or including them? In that case, Apocalypse Bird. I have yet to actually truly deal with White Knight because as I think Reach would say in fighting game terms, I lamed out God. I kind of made the assumption of, like, this game is not exactly coded in the best sense. So, as soon as the first time I fought it, or I encountered White Knight, and I saw that it made someone invincible and they could not be selected, I wondered if you could catch that early. So it turns out, if you have only 4, because I fought him only White Knight with these 4 departments alone. 1 in each, murder bullets 3 of them, wait until White Knight breaks down, have this selected, so with the one person that's available in that department can go to it, and because the game flags them as immortal, they get you have infinite energy. And as you can see here, I had Death shoots on Memory Repo Day, so I just kept on paying him in quarters to shoot God in the face for 28 damage. And I did that for over 30 minutes, and I won. I didn't actually deal with him. I paid someone else to do that for me. doing there? Rev not only made a deal with the devil to get White Knight down, he scammed the. I did not scam the devil. The terms on the contract were plain text. Anyone could read them. You get a nickel. I get the wing of God, or the wing of the devil. And what about Waz? For Waz, the most annoying, or at least most intense, you said, to deal with. Not annoying, but intense to deal with. I would say probably... What's the name of the... Dreaming Current. If it ever breaks out, it is a bitch and a half to deal with. If it doesn't break out, it's the chillest thing ever. Aside that, maybe... What was it called? I'm forgetting the name of it right now. Magical Girls Are Horrible too? Yeah, but since they said intense, that does not imply... That does not strictly imply the stuff around it, but more of what it takes to deal with as a whole. In that case, if it ever breaks out, Jeff, but as a complete package, I would probably say it's either Al-Rayun or the King of Greed. Al-Rayun because she is just baby silent orchestra, and that's annoying to deal with, and even more annoying when it gets out. And then King of Greed because it's perfection. If not, I know it says it's a normal chance, but that shit's 100% in my book. The King of Greed will break out and just start killing everything. Or not killing everything, but like slowly walking to kill everything. Aside, like again, if you wanted to sidestep those two and it was like a top 3 scenario, Burrowing Heaven. Burrowing Heaven, if you mismanage that shit, it's a reset of the day. It is awful to have that thing break out, and mine broke out during my attempt at Apocalypse Bird, which actually made it very easy to deal with because everyone was in a single elevator waiting for shit to blow over, and it just warped next to us and died. But I fully understand that if it breaks out and you're not looking at it, it is gonna clear out your facility far faster than you can ever expect. This is the white burst. Yeah, I never saw the pedals. I just sort of saw it like this thing is an abno that has no animations attached to it whatsoever. That's all I saw it as. All right, 67% I'm still okay with. If you lower down to HE for like intensity to deal with, then it's also rough. What about Parasite Tree? How was it for you? It was weirdly calm. Though that's because I didn't actually take it through a full legit day's work. I picked it during a science day and then reset the memory repo because I was collecting the rest of the abno that was missing at that time. And it was really just a chill thing. If you're training on it with one person, it does not actually spread out its stuff. But every single time things die in the facility or like things break out, I believe, it was like awful. It would draw people into its facility. And then it's just a matter of click on their faces to make them stop and it's fine. Stay on top of the possession mechanic and you're fine. In a full day though, it could probably be hell, but I never experienced that. Actually, you know, I forgot about tools, you're right. The train would top that chart altogether. What about yin and yang? I also got yin and yang, but they never really combined. when one broke out, the other broke out, which was always, it's terrifying to see a tool break out. First off, I'll have you know. Second, was that I got them in Central. So I apparently bypassed one of the mechanics that the fish have. Apparently, if you get Yin, Yang is the only tool abnormality you're allowed to select. But not in Central. I got Yin right here, I believe. And then Big Bird was actually in the same... Oh no, Big Bird was here, Yin was right here. And Yang was not my default option. I picked it because it was new, but it turns out in Central, it does not force it. But then whatever department you get next, Discipline or Welfare, that one will have a forced Yang encounter. And thanks to that, they never really joined together to do whatever they do. And because they showed up here and here and had to walk together, in the middle, I just put all my people and they killed it before anything happened. It was really a non-issue. Extraction team. Still 63% is... I'll risk it. As thanks to the Chinese translation team. Oh, nice. Fancy about that. Little Red broke out. And then Little Red died. Or Little Red died. Little Red takes a second to go down, though. What? Wrong button. Alright. Alyssa, go back in there. And then Bong Bong go in here. It's day 45? It is. It is the last day before my final memory repo from the looks of it, so that's why we are training as much as we can. Getting as many of our new people as up to near max stats as I can help it, or I can just realistically get. Not worrying about gifts or anything else. It's just a matter of, can we do that? Though I dislike how my frames are in this game enough, even in the moments like this. Can one-shot the... Wait, really? I should have just let it happen. I should have just summoned Apocalypse Bird and let it happen. I guess if they can have one-shot the eggs, they can one-shot everything else as well. Including everyone else that I want to live through the day. Also, intern appreciation day. Let's not forget. We love our interns. We care so deeply about them, we send them to vacation whenever possible. They work tirelessly to keep our facility up and running that we need to make sure they have the best retirement possible. The best retirement that the ammunition shop can provide. You even throw pizza parties? That's how we know you care. We get you pizza parties with more than one topping. We go that extra mile. Leave the overnight crew veggie pizzas? No, Satan. I would never do something like that. That's evil. I am no way the best, Mercy. You know that. I am awful. know what, Daphne, because we don't really have much going on, let's get you up here. But they don't eat the pizza anyway. Yeah. Hunter up here as well, because why the hell not? You know, even Angel as well. Get up here and have some fun. Rest of the staff. Yeah, that's rough, buddy. Punishing bird is out. Run face first into the safety department. Lined up for you to peck your heart out. Oh wait, Finn went in when it's supposed to be Bonbon. Fuck. Oh well. Brooke, hold off for a second. It's about to be noon here. Hey, Bonbon got Grider Mark 4. Nice. To immune enemies and get their drops. Nice. Never had that in our run, so glad to know you found it out. The science will live on. Where is it? It is... There it is. Alright guys, group up and hit it till it dies. Oh, also, interns, I appreciate you. It's coming this way, so let's meet it in the middle. Let's also not neglect training wherever possible. This thing's about to break out, so actually hold off on this one just a second while we deal with the clowns that are about to pop up. One even spawned right there, and you guys are just walking past it for some reason. One right there. You guys can reach that one in time. I'm missing it. Or there's multiple in one room. Because it's supposed to be 3, so it's either 2 in here or 2 right there. Well, alright. There was multiple in one of them. Don't know which. Alright, 71. Okay, now the butterfly is going to break out, and after that, Red Riding Hood's going to get a very, very scary vibe check. And done. Brooke. And Samuel. Having stats that cap out at 130 now. This is just gonna be such a fucking long grind. I wish I had that 10x speed mod. Yeah, Da Capo is goddamn eradicated. We never got it back. And because of that, we don't have the gift, so we don't have anyone immune to white damage in the facility anymore. Which does suck. My frames will also be gone if I use the 10x speed. You're not wrong, you're not wrong. They would be gone to ashes. 63, I'll risk it. It's not as good, but also this thing doesn't really have a penalty for fucking up so often because it has to melt down very specifically, or it has to lose counters in a very specific way. Alright, that's 125. I'm gonna say 125 is a cutoff for, like, very good. Bong Bong is now done with grinding here. Alyssa will start attending this one. Then we could send the next person in line right here. So that's going to be Hannah. That's only 118. Alright, thank God. That's almost 125. You're gonna get one more run there. As soon as the new people get 125, I'm gonna go through all the people that have like very good weapons and try to get them to 125. Though I guess I do also need to keep in mind, not every weapon obeys, what's it called? Like justice, right? Some weapons ignore justice, some attack speed scaling, and they just attack on their own timers, correct? I gotta find out which ones those are, and like not bother raising those up. That would save me a bit of time. Pink does not? Alright, nice. That's one less. Yeah, using a mod to do that, I feel, is crossing the line into cheating territory. I'm all for getting mods to make life easier to add things in that damn well should have just been in the base game. But not that. Not modifications such as that. That's a bit much for me. You're almost done. And with that, Brooke is now done. So Xavier, you shall begin. What, like, no. Like, HP bars fucking stacking so you can actually see what your units have in terms of HP. Right, now you're done. Destiny's next. Well, games came out around 2018. That's a long time ago for me to try and remember what came out at the time. I am sorry, but I'm not going to be able to give you a definitive, like, memory of what came out that day or that time of the year. Understand, time is a thing that slips away so fucking far if you just don't think about it. Pokemon and COD and FIFA And Madden. Yeah. Name 5 that came out in 2018. Pokemon, Call of Duty, FIFA, Madden, and wrestling. One of the wrestling games. One of the WWE wrestling games. That's it. That's all of them. They come out every fucking year. I'm not from the US to know Madden games are yearly, right? Any sports game that has a year at the end, assume it comes out every year for the reasons of making money. That's just how I've sort of come to understand. If there is any sports game, it gets a yearly installment because they like to, or they try to sell the thing of like every time, every year, the stats change, the players and the statistics change. So they need to be updated for the modern hardware, and also probably just sell some sort of microtransaction new mechanic they have. Why is... Why are you throwing a fit over Punishing Bird? Oh, I think I know why. God fucking damn it. It's the same thing that happened when we were just like farming the Scarecrow for a while. Because the game takes a while to count down the whatever timer they use for the trumpets, it takes a while for it to actually reset its number. So because of that, if you kill something enough times quick enough, it will keep on escalating the threat level, and to the point that you're just like forever stuck in the third trumpet. Like we did. For a while, we just started hearing the third trumpet music while we were only killing the Scarecrow. Nothing else broke out. So I gotta like, just wait a second. Yep, everything's fine. Nothing's breaking out. Everything's fine. Kind of like Bidbird once the Apocalypse Bird was done. Yeah. Because the Apocalypse Bird, like, set so many things loose and I did not suppress any of them, there was such a high, like, number saved up for things that Big Bird kept on breaking out due to it thinking that it's a third trumpet. Hackers remember 2018? Really? Shit, that feels like a while ago. Oh, you and Finn got Magic Bullet. Nice. So in 2019 for it to be out on everything. Obviously it's a little bit longer. Okay, Hannah and Finn are the only ones left right here for this department. Then I gotta go to the other ones and make sure that they're getting worked on as well. I mean, the game was Kickstarted, I believe, so like it had some amount of natural like word of mouth spread there if it got funded. And actually, I'm not even sure how much of the game that we have now was what was originally like promised or like in their sales pitch when they first put it out and asking for backers. Oh, we're about to get the dust clowns. Alright, no more work's gonna be done until these things are gone. So let's make sure that they get a proper welcome. Where's the other one? I only see one right there. Oh, they're both there. How the what? The fuck? How did you... How did one go... Oh, wait, one from here split off and I didn't even notice. No, guys, what are you doing? Why did you leave? Nope, you're not on... It's not done yet. Now we got some clowns hanging around. Oh god, we even have some right here at the end. Alright, now take it out. God damn, it's such a nuisance trying to kill this thing. No, don't fucking... Alright, where are they? One right there. One right there. And one here about to get vibe checked. That's all of them. Then we have an Amber Midnight coming up. That one I don't think we have seen yet. So that will be a new one. No, there is one over there still. Alright, Apocalypse Bird is at... Or not Apocalypse Bird, Big Bird is at 3, so I'm going to put someone in on it for now. Let's get Tim on at least that for one of them. Brooke's done, so Xavier. How's it going, Hideki? Grinding that much in Xenoblade X? I know it's one of those games that I probably will end up playing at some point here. I just need to actually, like, get the time and the game, and needs to win a vote. Oh my god, why are you throwing a trumpet when Punishing Bird is the one that breaks out? I mean, I know it's because it broke out, or the butterfly broke out, Mothman broke out, then Robin Hood broke out, and now this breaking out. Or Riding Hood. I don't want it to get to Trumpet 2, just because then Punishing Bird is going to be a constant breakout problem. Personal favorite Xenoblade game before 3 came out? I only played Xenoblade 1 and 2 and Xenogears. So I'm not sure if mine will carry any weight, but so far for me, it's... I'm probably more a fan of Xenogears than Xenoblade. Even with Xenoblade 1 just basically being a different version of Xenogears. If only Xenogears had more time to bake. If only Xenogears had a second disc. It would feel like it would have really wrapped up the entire package. The meme with the preload? You mean the chair? Whenever I think Xenogears, I always imagine, first up, our mech destroying everything because we just got multiple of the damage doublers and just sort of broke the entire damage system. There was no fight that was a challenge if she was allowed to enter the field. And next is the chair. For me, that will forever be the legacy of Xenogears. Xenogears, Xenoblade 3, Xenoblade X, Xenosaga 1 to 3, Jesus my man, and Xenoblade 2. And now because Xenoblade 3 exists, Xenoblade 1 and Xenosaga, then Xenosaga 2. Huh. Perfect order. I am still tempted to play Xenosaga now, admittedly, Angelo. All because you just showed me a wiki post and an image of like, oh yeah, have you ever heard of the Jesus Christ? The famous character from Xenosaga. And I'm just thoroughly confused. Yeah, we're getting midnight worms. I do not know what they are, so I'm going to be conducting myself in the utmost of caution. Damn near paranoia. Let me show you how panicked someone can be. To the elevators I go, for that is my only safe haven that I know of. Nobody else is alive. Or I mean, we have some interns alive. How dare they? There was a vacation call put out, and they forgot to fill out the forms. Clerks, no, interns. We give them the proper title to show how much we care about them and their lives. Indisciplinary? Yeah, there are some here still. There are still some clerks alive, or interns alive, and I can't help it. I'm out of bullets. Is there a clerk that's dead and standing up? Nope. They're not. Wait a second. No, they have a name. They actually have a name. Yeah, I was like, is he in the timeout corner? No, he's walking around. Okay. Let's find out what this midnight is and how bad it is for us. The eternal meal. They're about to have a bad time. Is it only the... No, it's multiple worms. Oh, fuck. Let me observe for a second. I don't care about the Oh, what? Bitch. Okay, guys. Wait a second. How do I have to attack it now? Oh boy. Okay. One of them's gone. Oh no! Wait! It did happen! It finally happened! I'm curious. Does anyone remember what I said might happen thanks to the one optimization mod I installed? There was a random-ass bug report that said there is a small chance that everything in the Amber Ordeal category can become invisible. For no fucking reason. And if you look around, I don't see any slugs alive right now. Are the worms actually gone or invisible? I genuinely don't know. I don't know if there's a worm alive or not right now, just wandering around the facility. Yeah, that's why the worms died when they showed up, or the clerks died, because it's like, it looked like they just jumped into the hole willingly. Oh, if they're all gone then, and none showed up? Okay, good. Well, no, I meant the other worms, because it spawned like the smaller worms, didn't they? It spawned the noon ones. Or dusk ones, I think. I think it's only the clowns. Oh, is it only the clowns that do that? I thought it was going to be an entire nesting egg, a nesting doll all the way down to get to the small ones again. If that's the case, everyone, back to your stations. And everything needs to go. Okay, good. I was fucking scared if the nest dies and they're still alive. Like, for example, with the Green Midnights, how technically they are still alive afterwards. Rook's gotta go back. Okay, none of the people that I actually wanted to put in the other hallway are here. So, like, Maki, go down one. Delilah, go down one. Loki, go down one. And now we have Angel and Hunter. Get over here. You're gonna help out with suppressing what's called Little Red. Let's see with it majestically. Don't doubt me. I am adept at fucking things up catastrophically. I'll have you know, I've gotten lost in a straight hallway. It's not something I'm proud of, but it's so statistically impossible that I like to bring it up to remind people that the percentage is never 0%. Wait, what? You only have one left? I don't remember what the one that you met that I need to mess up last is, but I guess we gotta be careful now. That's the bad result one? Maybe. Are we gonna have enough time for day 46? Probably not. If anyone can let nothing there know, probably not, is what I am saying. Welcome back, nothing there. Odds are I'm not gonna have the time for it just because, like, I'm going into work early today. My boss, God bless their heart, I'm pretty sure they said it as a joke. They said I'm allowed to take as many extra days or extra long days as I want, and I wanted clarification, and they said they genuinely meant it. If I want to work 5 days a week, edit for extra hours with extra time, I can do that. So I will happily take that opportunity to make more on my paychecks. Okay, so looking at the wiki, the ordeal spawns 2 giant worms that have 7k HP. They go by the purple noon rules. When the ground shakes in the main room, they emerge and deal 500 red damage to everything in the room. After 15-20 seconds, they spawn amber dusk worms. Then they burrow and appear elsewhere. This is considered tied with green as the easiest, as they cannot hurt anything in an elevator, as both worms will never go into them. Nice! Elevators, my beloved! There will never be an issue if I hide in one. Yeah, like we have 3 flavors of midnight. Or actually, we only have 2 flavors of midnight. One is play the elevator dodge game. The second is God help you. Because I don't know who in their right mind saw the midnights and said, we should make another one. It's like, what should we do? We got worms. We got worms. We have a big laser. What should we do? A fucking elder god. We got Wormy, beam attack. And then someone who just really... Yeah, who's someone's like, have you heard of Call of Cthulhu? It's a fantastic book, you should read it. And then just went really into it. I would rather fight Apocalypse Bird than deal with a Violet Midnight. Right. 68. You're almost there. We're almost done with at least, what's it called? 8 of the people training. Then it's one more, and then it's, or not, maybe 1 or 2 more, and after that, we can get some of the other key fighters to get justice over 120, hopefully. I should also remember to put you guys right here in case Punishing Bird comes out and tries to make a mess of things. Oh no, extraction right there. Alright. Butterfly's, I think, gonna break out here in a second. 75. Almost done. Oh, wait, no, that was counter at 2, not 1. No. I will not punch the Punishing Bird. No matter how many people have tried to meme and say to do it, I've read the fucking log. I will not walk into that pitfall trap willingly. Yeah, we've already seen what happens. I accidentally clicked on it once and someone died. I am not doing that again. Due to accidental misclock, yes. Oh, wait, that's what she says when she wants to sabotage the player. Alright, Hannah is now done. All that's left is Finn. Alright, Maki. It's your time to come up. When we see Maki, we're going to lock them to this hallway. There they are. Oh wait, no, that wasn't them. There they are. There's Maki. Oh god, Punishing Bird broke out, guys! It's so funny how these show up for Punishing Bird of all things. But it's only because we've broken out, several things have broken out very rapidly. Or like in close succession. Oh, no, don't go away just yet. Hang out. Maki. Destiny's almost done as well. $65, come on. This is about to break out. Surprised we have not gotten the first trumpet when this breaks out. Only when Punishy Bird breaks out afterwards. Or also when Little Red, I think, breaks out afterwards as well. Destiny's almost there. Is Burrowing Heaven? I also fear Burrowing Heaven. Though that's just due to the very special circumstances that took place when I had it break out on me. I was lucky, but also terrified at the same time. Alright, Destiny will be done after that work results right there. And Finn, you're almost done. Wait, what did that thing do? Burrowing Heaven is the opposite of Schadenfreude, if you remember that one, Demon Radicade. It's like a tree with eyeballs in it, and its gimmick is you need to look at it. If it's being worked on, look at it at all times. If you don't, it will break out. And as far as I can tell, when it breaks out, it will just murder hobo the entire facility. Like, I don't even think the facility will fight back against it while it's breaking out. You have to manually click it for it to be what's called suppressed. And for me, when I fought it, or when it broke out, it was during Apocalypse Bird. I had everyone stacked up in a single elevator, and every now and then it would say it broke out, and it would just teleport right next to us, right in the elevator, and I'd be like, kill it. Because if I looked away, then it would start murdering everyone. Hang out here, Finn. You're almost done. Destiny is now done, though, so someone else could come in here and get some experience. Actually, I'm probably going to send Xavier over here because even if it's away from the thing that has one meltdown counter. Finn, you're almost there. Come on, make your way over here, please. It's one of the safest things that we have for you. Cabinet Family Reunion. Oh boy, you just got the full-on nightmare experience then, didn't you? This shit must have been evil. Alright, Finn's done after that one. Alright, everyone, hang out in this room just to mark that. Maki, you're doing alright. Now Reddit. We have nobody else at 3, I believe. Xavier and them are already being worked on. So like now it's just other people if they want more justice. So like Hunter, I'm not sure if Twilight is affected by justice, but we're going to try it out and increase it a little bit. In the room, hallway, elevator within. Oh. So it's still murder. It's still murder central, like I was assuming. I just didn't know it, like, actually didn't have an attack. It just deals damage when it enters the place. Yeah, I don't have. I probably will not put Burrowing Heaven back in my facility as well. Though, like, I may do it if only to get its gear and then immediately memory repo it away. Like, that's honestly the extent of what I would probably do with it. Because if I remember correctly, its gear is, like, actually kind of alright. Once again, he wants some attention. He does. Doesn't mean he's gonna get it. Oh, hold on, Hunter. You're at 5 now. Alright, Xavier, you're almost there. Yeah, if you, like, if your choices, if you have, like, if you're between a rock and a hard place and you have, like, 3 A-lifts, obviously Burrow in Heaven is the easier one sometimes based on the A-lift. Like, if your options are Army in Black, Mountain Smiling Bodies, and Burrowing Heaven, I'll happily take Burrowing Heaven. Because no way do I want the interns to believe that they're allowed to unionize. That shit won't fly here. There's nothing left to kill, or at least possible targeting the shelter. It will just have like damage to itself until it dies. Really? My mission is complete. And just instantly tries to detonate itself to get itself back inside of containment. Also, is it just me, or do certain abnormalities give inherently more experience than others? Because I know it's tied to, like, the threat level or some other stuff like that, like some mechanic. But it seems like Death Fry Shoots consistently gives more experience than Reddit. By the way, about Hawkma, what up? It'll keep increasing. Oh, I only did the once because I assumed it was a death every single time. I didn't know panic was an option. $65. Alright, 75, you're almost there. Incrementing death panics. Yeah, at some point though, odds are I feel like it's okay to accept a death or two if like it would solve more problems than it creates. Like if, let's say, some things are breaking out. Like you have Big Bird running around facility, maybe what's it called, the Queen of Hatred, things like that. Of course, you're going to pause because that's going to solve more problems than letting those things keep going unchecked for a while will. Alright, Xavier's about to be done as well. That's 10 people gone in 4 panics? Not necessarily. If you get lucky and it's all mechanics, then you can just get rid of that and be fine. How did Bina go, by the way? Bina was weirdly chill. We got it on, I think, our second or third try as well, funny enough. And it was largely because of the rabbits. We had them take care of our first phase, and I am still fairly certain they would have taken care of the second phase if for some reason they didn't just decide to fuck off and leave. For one reason or another, the rabbits just kind of like, when Bina made it to like right here, they just were in this hallway and they just stopped and left. She was still targetable, she was still there, she was like in between the rooms, so they just couldn't see her, couldn't reach her, and said, fuck it, we're done. Is a great trainer. Sensor is a great trainer if you can live. If you can survive what a sensor does to a person, it's a good trainer. I cheesed her with the rabbits. For me, they didn't kill all three of his. They killed only one. If they managed to kill all three from mine, that would have been fantastic. But I did not get such luck. Trying to work with it with wall gear? Yeah, pretty much. Alright, almost done. Hunter's at 120 justice now. He will zoom. He will neum. Maki's almost done. And then Hunter. I want to get you to at least 125. That's like my accepted cutoff point at the moment for justice. For at least some of these people. As long as the new units are generally EX or at least above 110, 115 hopefully. I'm going to assume they can hold their own with whatever's going to happen. Or at least hope that it does. Though I... Alright, you're done. I don't think Paradise Lost might be affected by that as well, so let's try that. Might be affected by Justice. You know, since we're pretty much only Justice training right now, everyone, there is no more need to be down there. Zero. Is that 9? I'm probably not going to be here for much longer. I am getting hungry. I need to make sure to end before... Like, I need to make sure to eat something before I got to go to work. How are the stats doing? The stats are doing all right. Everyone has kind of reached near 120-ish for most stats, or at least of the new people. Old people, of course, Justice is not maxed out because that's not like we didn't train that. We didn't have the ability to reach that. If we did, I would have actually gotten us to that stats. So it means at least 120. A lot of them are. Like, not everyone is at like 120, say, fortitude and the like. That we're missing a little bit on. $121, 19. Maki's at 128. Xavier's at 110 only. Let's increase that a little bit. Right, you're at least 120. Maki's at 111. Let's get you working on that here. Brooke, you're actually very much on top of that. Destiny, let's get you some more fortitude. It was Destiny, I think, right? Yep, Destiny needs some right there. Xavier gets some right there. Okay, I am getting actually hungry enough that I'm going to end the stream after this training set right here, whatever everyone's working on. Oh, God. I need to eat something. Not everyone's at 120, but a lot of people are. 2, 1, 0. That is it. We got 29 to Malab. We did a good enough job, I say. When does the game end anyway? After this screen, I think. When this screen, whatever, is done. That's when it saves, I think. What? Wait, what? There's still that area in the bottom, and it's another facility. Fuck! Or another department that we need to do shit with. I am not getting Mountain of Smiling Bodies. Alrayun is awful. Don't Touch Me is awful as well. Please. Please be good. Okay. The lady facing the wall is the tamest shit in this selection. But also, Army in Black is what I am missing to get the Nextima Aleph gear. You son of a bitch. I'm getting lady facing the wall. She is not an issue, it is just annoying. Oh, you bitch. Oh, you son of a bitch. Why would you do this to me? Why are there two? And of these, admittedly, Bloodbath is also the most harmless right now. If I remember correctly, it is a stat check to not get eaten after working with it, and that is it. Right? Like, I remember correctly, it was a Teth or an HE, so it's like not an issue, but bitch. Okay, no 3. Whoa. A long time has passed since my loved ones left with their broken bodies and hearts. We finally met after taking such a long detour. I sent you a letter one day. That old, strange letter that had the same name for sender and recipient. It told you that we would meet soon. Why do you hesitate? Please come with your mind at ease. I hope this environment satisfies you. I tried my best to recreate our office. You need at least one place in life to feel comfortable, don't you? However, I speculate you feel that this place is a bit more serene than you might remember, so to say. There are many reasons for that. This is a reflection of your heart, after all. The emptiness in your mind must be what makes this place so void. We weren't particularly fond of untidiness, but there she was, always making a mess, out of an organized room. There were times when we were used to such messiness, giving up on cleaning the room. Sadly, our hearts couldn't bear to recreate such a moment. I am sure that now you know. This space changes to the rhythm of your heart. This office is born from your heart, siphoned up from your deepest subconsciousness. Yes, many parts of this facility were extracted and created from our minds. How do you think building such an enormous underground structures in such a short period of time was possible? We needed multiple extractions until we finally solidified amorphous images into something tangible. We repeated it so many times until the memories were blurred and emotions were dulled, to a point where even the original sin was forgotten. Yes, there truly were countless repeats. It must have been roughly 10 years outside, while this entire facility has been trapped in a cycle for a length of 10,000 years. This eternity is fascinating. All humans are given only one life to live. That future comes to us like a relentless waves of the seas. We cannot go against them. We are merely pushed back. Time track technology could only reverse time in a very limited area. This tech was used for trivial things, such as granting an infinite moment of death to a condemned man, or to show to those whose days are numbered their happiest moments. However, when combined with our energy tech, this small technology could bloom into something bigger. We invested in them, without hesitation. Even though they required a massive amount of funding and energy. That's how Time Track's second invention came to life. If time could be reversed infinitely, we could reach the sky that seemed unreachable. Unfortunately, breaking an absolute law of nature cost us a lot. Although we could rewind time infinitely, it always left some form of distortion, perhaps because the technology still has not been perfected. No man could keep their sanity intact in this place. But here you are. You've reached this point, even though you limped and groveled along the way. Of course, it wouldn't have been possible if not for Angela. But it is a Herculean achievement that you went through that journey. Please, let your body and mind rest. If just for a brief moment, you must be exhausted. The path after this will be brutal. Extremely brutal. Us. We whom you will meet again will also be brutal. They will not let you pass as simply as I do. If by any chance you think you're not ready yet, it's okay to go back to the first act. If you've made it here once after such a long and hard time, you will surely come here again, no matter how long it takes. We literally have all the time in the world. There's no need to hurry. Just keep in mind that the situation will be much different if you move forward from here. You will be given harsh trials and faded, saturated questions we could not answer. And I am sure you already know this. You can reverse time, but you cannot reverse a tale. Architecture is here. Goddamn, what does architecture give out of curiosity for a bonus? And now the game's non-responsive. Let's go! Watch it crash and just fuck me over. Oh, are we back? We're back. Yes, go. I can hear the music. Wait, it's our... What? Suppress the Midnight of White and meet energy... They're the Midnight of White? Why is this department so fucking big? The employees, the Admiralty, the Sephiroth, and the facility, this place is the first will of everything. The orders that are meant to guide us to the righteous place are born here and echo through the entire facility. Infinite possibilities, shall bloom by the will of the one who faces and the one who listens. Be prepared for the age of humanity. Okay, and also, continued service benefits. Increases all virtues of the department's agents. 3, 4, and 5. I don't know if I want to just grind new people for this. But what the fuck? Bong Bong from Architecture. You're in. You can no longer grind new people now, can you? No, I can't. But I can hope. I can pray. To be continued next week. Kind of. One sec, though. I want every department to have at least 3 people. At a minimum. It already is a core suppression. That feels wrong, but what does it look like? Dawn of White, Noon of White, Dusk of White, Midnight of White. Oh. Oh, fuck. This is gonna be a day, ain't it? Also, yeah, this actually goes down right here. I thought there would be something in the middle, but no. Wait, are they giants? That is a huge desk, and we're just like little ants on the ground. That is some high-level math that I think I would need Angelo to decipher. Is it still a safety? I don't know. It's got something new of an ordeal that I do not know what it is. But, yeah, I gotta go get some food. So, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great time. Next week, I guess we begin the march to the end. We're gonna find out if I even get an ending or not. Because while I will try to go for the good end, for the mature ending, I will also say, if we reach a point that is just like, it cannot be done, it cannot be done. We will say we did our best, and that is the ending we got. So stay awesome, everyone. Hopefully you'll let me continue one more time, another time. See ya. Or if it's just not fun. Yep. If it's just that kind of game, then oh well, we gave it our best. No way you aren't finishing. There is a very easy way to not say I don't finish, Capricorn. Like, imagine, for some fucking reason, one of these days, like, alright, here's the boss fight. Or, like, what's the noon ordeal? Red Mist. What's the dusk ordeal? Bina. The shit like that. If they could just bring back things like that, then I'm gonna be just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not dealing with that bullshit. But, alright, I'm gonna head out. Stay awesome, guys.